what's up, guys? It's your boy, About to See, and welcome back to Pokemon Conviction. Yeah, I'm still stuck in prison. Listen, I know, it's really shocking. But, anyway, last episode. Well, we quite literally cleared up all three tasks pretty easily, really. It wasn't all that difficult to actually clean up. We've been doing our job. And we also caught a Rotom and a Halucha. Sadly, we didn't catch that Tandem Mouse. But hey, we gained some reputation with the Blue Static, and we also gained some reputation with the Ninth Echo, but we also lost a little bit of reputation from the States. Honestly, I wonder if you can have three positive relationships with all three factions. That'd be kind of nuts if you could do it. How many times I come to the workshop, I always get jittery. Hey, says the unerring number of statics. When the guards are careful not to put too many of them in one place to stop them from spearing. It's not that the Ninth Echo don't do the same, but the Blue Stack are all here for high-tech treason. Plus, I'm sure so many rebels in one place just freaks the staff out. I'll meet you up on ahead. They have a few benches we can pretend to work at. The rest for the wicked, huh? Just a few more years, Ma. Be out sooner than you think. Hey. Oh my god, now that I think about it. Is his family still alive? I know that someone's like, wait, why are you now just thinking that? No, but think about it. He said that his family wasn't doing well financially to the point where he had to steal in order to food for them. But then that just made me think, because he brought up his mom. We don't know the medical condition of his mother. I mean, I would hope that she's in good health, but if he's been in for years for just stealing, he only has a few years left till he gets out. I mean, he has to have had some time and allowed to at least make some prison phone calls, right? Isn't it like customary to have like at least one phone call for a year? No, I don't even think they have visiting hours. Which is kind of fucked up when you think about it. You're not even allowed to... Your loved ones can't even visit you? But now that I think about it... The way he talks, it seems like he doesn't even know if his mom... It's not like I don't know if my mom's safe, but... That's kind of making me worry. What if something bad happened to his folks? To his mom, to his sister? I'm now worried for him. If we are our leader, you better pay some respect. Oh, a wisp. Found one every single episode, aren't we? Compels you to take a moment to grieve for everything you have lost so far. I mean, I've lost my freedom. Other than that, I kind of haven't lost a lot, have I? I mean, I saw my dignity, my morals, my ethics. Huh? I feel out of place. You really are. I'm surprised why a Ninth Echo was even here. Oh, see, it's a TV monitor playing the records of the premier speeches. Would you like to watch it? I mean, we get memories from it, so best to watch it. Greetings, citizens of Varidas. Today, I would like to speak to you about the founding of our society. The Varidas region was discovered over 500 years ago, not far from its neighboring region of Unova. Varidas remained a place of uncertainty for a long time. Lawlessness was not uncommon sight. Pokemon were feared and humanity roiled? I never heard of a word like that. In their own hubris and instability. Then when the Royal Viridian line was founded, and the first king of Varidas was crowned from the holy lineage of the founder. The royals ruled this for centuries, but there were problems. Its citizens were unequal in many ways, and rebellions became rampant. Therefore, the royal lineage was rebranded into the Ascended lineage, a government unit headed by one known as the Premier. For over 100 years, the Premier has directed Varidas towards supremacy. The law that loyalty is absolute ensures that no rebellion is successful, and the Ascended line may rule without distraction. Through unity and discipline, my family has maintained perfect lawful order. We have built a system where everyone has a place and a purpose. A land of true peace. Garbage. There's CD sticking out of the monitor port. Ooh, we got the ground memory. And it's kind of funny how the second memory I got was the poison memory. It's quite literally just showing you how. I wonder, why did the developer specifically pick the poison memory to be in the cell block A monitor? Like, that one is just screaming, this dude is spewing some bullshit, don't believe it. I wonder if there's a. I swear, there has to be a reward for getting all of these. Imagine if you got all these and you got a type null out of it. And that'd be funny. It would really make the premium not feel all that special now, would it? Hey, what's your deal? We're here to work, so let's pass. You and I both know that's a lie. A lie? Come on, man. We're honest to goodness employees. Okay, you got us. We're not here to work, but the guards will chew us out if we don't at least act like it. Move out of the way. No. For the love of... Who even are you? You look different from the rest of these blue statics. I'm Jai, member of the blue static. Okay, Jai, we still need to. Our leader is occupied with something at the moment. Important. If you insist, you can come back later. Look, I'm not part of the Ninth Echo. I'm not out to sabotage whatever your leader's up to. But if you don't move, there's gonna be a problem. I suspect you're threatening us. Let me tell you now, it'd be unadvisable to stand up to the might that is a blue static. Suspect this tough guy act. I'm an echo grunt, but come on. I thought these morons had some decorum. Carter, help me out here. I seen you fight. These guys have no chance against you. Take the one on the left, I'll take the one on the right. The weirdo can wait for his turn. Alright. Are you really gonna test me? Alright, yeah, we gotta fight these guys. I was hoping I could use some of my diplomacy skills, but... Alright. Alright, Connor, I'll back you up. Hopefully. I'm guessing these guys use electric-type Pokemon. Yep. Dang, you'd be really nice if you had a grass. Ground. I was about to say ground type, but a grass type was also really good. Ooh. Mach punch. Ooh. Ooh. Boom, bam, diddly beep. Joltik? Ooh, that's a tricky wiki. Alright, let's send in Kyoshi. Right now, Hijack can't really be of use to us since he doesn't use to us due to, well... Oh no! Oh thank goodness. Kyoshi! Wrap it up. I failed you, Ant. Jai, what do we do now? Huh, this is a conundrum. I challenged myself, but the guards compensated my team. Appears we have no choice but to retreat. May pass, but more rewards will not be so easy to overcome. So Red really is here. Stay on guard, Conrad. I have no idea what this guy's gonna look like. If we're lucky, he won't be as weird as Fade, but I have my doubts. I mean, Fade is a weirdo, and I already don't trust him. And frankly, I'm already worried because we have like 3 factions, and I don't like one of them. One is a communist dictatorship, and the other, well, so far I like these guys. They've been nice to me, and they gave me free stuff. Guards act like they're tough shit, but at the end of the day, they're cowards in uniform. They're also dumb as nails. They don't know pulling the wool over their eyes. Houston, more. When I got arrested, the state threatened my family if I didn't fess up rebel secrets. Talks on them, though. I don't have a family. Oh, wow. Look, me. I don't care what you rebels do, too. My paycheck is shaded DNA. I don't do whatever the hell I want. The energy starts to be red. I don't want to start anything. I'll start asking around, but what if he sneaks up on us or something? Alright, then I'll just do it for us. Alright, we're sending prison phones. Make sure we're not tampering anything. But we still slipping a few things. Dang, these guys are really good. Us as SAD members often get thrown into workshops because we're good at electronics. We're all rebels on the outside. We had to be smart. All rebels. On the outside, we had to be smart to keep ahead of the game. So most of us became hackers or illegal Pokemon trainers. Naturally, Northspire's staff has taken advantage of that. Don't you find a monitor room? Rhett uses it to all sorts of hub writing electronic systems. Ah, okay. Save. And it crashed. Its script Voltian pause menu 004 Voltian menu component when it's RB line 230. Oh, no method error occurred. Unidentified Y for nil double dot nil class. I feel like I should at least say what it is, just in case. Anyway, since I already said, I'm just gonna pause and bring us back to where we were. And we're back. Alright, so, yep. Ah, hello, Conrad. Do you remember me? Yeah, you're the lady who talked to me. You asked me why I didn't join inside with the Blue Stacks in the mess hall. Yo, what's going on here? You know this chick, Conrad? Yeah, she was a lady I met outside our cell block. Outside the cell block A. Indeed, we met briefly. At the entrance, just cell block A. Conrad has defeated Merrick in the time since, however. You'd be surprised if he'd forgotten me in the midst of his recent glory. Well, I never got her name. Huh. Isn't that weird? I didn't get her name. Huh? How come you're getting acquainted with the Statics? I wouldn't say acquainted. More or less, she knows me. I know her-ish. You surprise me every time we run into each other. Heh. But that's not important. Wherever you are, lady, so many members of your syndicate guests show on the way in. Which also happen to include the weirdo standing right next to you. Is that so? Yeah. I'm not making myself heard. Heard here? They were kicking up a fuss about their leader being busy. They do who he is. Not that I have a bone to pick with the guy. But I sure don't appreciate being bossed around by someone who isn't even a guard. Oh. I am she. Wait, you're Red? The big bad with blue static? Huh. Actually kind of makes sense, given the fact that we Given the fact this is a mixed prison, did we all expect that Red was gonna be a guy? Hold on, did Faye ever talk about the league? No, he only said that the leader of Blue Static was weak. That's it. Huh. You seem surprised by this. Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, the name kind of threw me for a loop, but I guess it's my fault for assuming. Yeah, that's about being assuming. That's the thing about assuming. It makes an ass out of you and Ming. God, I thought of making an Amazing Digital Circus reference. I feel bad for King. He didn't have to die. You know that was an accident. Yes, I'm Rhett, leader of the Blue Static. And next, he's my second-in-command, Jai. Huh, it's kind of fascinating. The Night Deco's leader is a guy, but his second-in-command is a woman. And meanwhile, the Blue Static's leader is a girl, and her second-in-command is a guy. Huh. I apologize for the frosty welcome. We can't be too careful these days, you see. Jai and the others were simply taking caution. And I already like her more. She's already on the, oh hey, she's not crazy or dangerous or someone who's probably gonna get me killed. He killed list. Like seriously, she's my Conrad radar is telling me, she clean. But then again, my Conrad radar always be failing me at some points. For example, the last time my Conrad radar didn't tick off immediately, he was in Pokemon Z, where I was quite literally poisoned. Actually, no, drug would be more accurate. Actually, drug poison, they're the same terminology. And then I was locked away in a prison for years. And then tortured for information about a book that I didn't know know its very existence by a scumbag tooth-tapping rat. Thank God I beat the living daylights out of him. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, right. Yeah. Anyway, she's already clean. Thane is someone I already don't trust because, while I might like the color red, that guy is quite literally the embodiment of, yeah, that's a red flag. Like, especially when a man's talking about being a god and all that other shit. No. That's a guy you don't want to be on anybody's side for. Wait, hold on. Now I'm thinking about it. Isn't it kind of weird how I'm like, oh, hey, I really don't want to upset this person or this person, and like, oh, well, I'm getting some points with the state. That seems pretty nice. And the leader and the person you could say is like the leader on that side, technically for Northspire, is a woman. And I'm like, oh, I really want to side like the blue static, and the leader on that side is also a woman, and they're both sides that I like. These can't be simping tendencies, right? It's just because I like their character and personalities. Totally no sympathy. But do not be tricked by what the guards and the prisoners say about us. We may be rebels, but we are rebels with a good cause. Let's consider you, Conrad. You were arrested and incarcerated for assisting a member of a resistance group. You claim to not know this, but the state didn't care. Yeah, I tried to constantly fight that in court. That lawyer was so gosh darn awful. Oh man, I can't even remember his name. That was how bad he was. What was his name again? What was it? What was the name of the guy? Guys, we need to come up with a fake name for the lawyer for this bit to work. You literally cannot come up with any other fake lawyer name. And I can't use any of the video game ones because those are people who are actually competent at their job. We need to come up with a name if I'm ever gonna bring up this bit again in the future. Please, I need some help here. Anyway, the guy was a terrible lawyer. I had to represent myself in court. And that didn't go so well. Oh, trust me, no matter how many times I tried to bring up high quality evidence that I did not know when I was innocent, they didn't care. Your sentence, well, they just need to give you a fixed one. Yeah, they just said, yeah, you're just gonna be locked up in the hole. We don't really give a shit. It was kind of really morbid. Did they? Yeah. It's highly plausible you'll spend the rest of your life behind bars. Dear God, just for helping someone I didn't even know was a rebel? And then there's you, Juno. You're currently serving a 7-year prison sentence, and it's for first-degree robbery. Of course, you argued that you only robbed that store out of necessity to feed your mother and sister, correct? Not to mention your choice words in condemning the premier. Your incarceration was certain from that point on. Ooh, yeah. Dictatorships don't like when you insult their leaders. What the? How do you know that? Their whole stick is info gathering. Blue Static are a collection of highly skilled hackers and technicians. It's only natural so we be able to collect data on the inmates here. But more than that, Blue Static are regular people, just like you two, people who saw Vardis region for what it is. Tell me, Connor and Juno, do the punishments fit the crime? Do you truly believe you deserve to rot in a prison for daring to speak against tyranny? No. I mean, if I'm criticizing a government or a leader, I should be allowed to criticize that government or leader, so long as I'm not promoting committing violent acts or destroying public buildings, things or attacking people, and the protests are peaceful, then it should be allowed. Isn't that kind of the normal way to do things? I think it's really dangerous when you start saying that, no, you should be allowed to attack political figures or to go and harass a politician face to face. Like, No, ask a politician questions. Ask them why they are signing off for supporting this bill. Try to actually have a discussion with the politician to truly get him to see that this bill is a bad idea, that this decision is a decision to support or promote this is dangerous. Don't just harass the guy, because then the guy's going to probably just sign the bill out of spite of, because you were being an ass. That's a tangent about that aside. I mean, well, obviously it's both. Both. You got 7 years for death, and let's be honest, you probably should have gotten what, 6 months, 6 months for it, months for it. I mean, actually, hold on. If it was high first degree robbery, I'm guessing he most likely stole either food or money. If he stole food, then wouldn't that be shoplifting? Actually, no. If it was money, then that'd actually be really difficult to actually get away with. But okay, hold on. Even then, let's be honest. He was most likely given that extra time, those 6 extra years, because he insulted the premier, which is stupid. Don't worry. Speak your piece. Anyone who opposes a static is welcome here. In that case, no, duh. Because the premier, my family had no choice. Was there escaping the castle they were born into? They wanted to rob that store. They wanted to hurt anybody. They hurt anybody. Oh, evening, son. Can I help you with something? Yeah, can you help me with one thing? Sure, let me know what you... Oh, shoot! He brought out the blicky! Give me all your money. Yeah, of course. Just please don't hurt me. I won't hurt you. If you just do what I tell you. Now, hurry it up already. No problem. Okay, that's everything, I swear. Good. I'm sorry. I never wanted to do this. Stop where you are! Damn, he pressed the silent alarm. Drop your weapon at once, or we'll gun you down right here. How did you... Silent alarm. I said drop it! Are you kidding me? You guys had the wrong idea. I wasn't going to pull the trigger. That's the problem. Okay, here's the thing. Even if the gun was empty, it never had any bullets, you brandished a gun at a store clerk. The store clerk feared for his life, and most likely pressed the silent alarm the moment you did that. Now, here's the thing. If you probably told the guy that you're desperate and your need for food, he probably... No, I don't think he would have helped you. He sees you as a stranger. I don't think he would have. Honestly, I think this is sad. You can tell that, one, he was desperate. He didn't plan this out, because I'm not going to give you guys any ideas on how you probably will get away with a heist. You played GTA before. You know how to do this type of stuff. The stuff of I ain't going to teach you. Or you play Sly Cooper. And I've never played Sly Cooper before, so don't even ask me. I've watched only the cutscenes. Yeah, I know. You can call me a horrible person if you want, but I have no way of playing the games in the modern day. But yeah. And how are we meant to know that? As far as we're connected, you're a potential murderer on the loose. Yeah, that's the really... that's the sad part. I am sad. I have to agree with the cops, because here's the thing: you brandish a weapon at a store clerk. You say you are not going to pull the trigger. I know, and here's the thing: I know that wouldn't, because I've gone to talk to him. I've gone to connect with him, and I know he's not the type who would do that. But the problem is the officers don't know you that well. They're gonna see you brandishing a weapon at a store clerk. They're gonna think, yeah, no, that guy's dangerous. Hey, the Premier Bureau, you're coming with us. No. Oh, that's when he said, fuck the Premier. Did you just curse that spoiled little... You know what? Yeah, curse that spoiled little shit. You bet I did. If it wasn't for him sitting on that throne of... this precious throne of gold, I would have to rob this store. Oh, that doesn't. We're gonna be adding verbal treason to your charge. What, he told him to said fuck the premier, and Teddy was an arrogant, damn, comfortable boy. That's my little story, I suppose. Not proud of it. He scarred that man for life. I had a good cause, but I don't know. What do you think? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I understand why you did it. You had your reasons. That's honestly what I would say. You had your reasons. I'm not gonna be like, you have no excuse for what you did. No. What he did was wrong, but I understand why he did it. He did it. Do I agree with it? No. No. But ultimately, I understand why you did it. Thanks for understanding. That means a lot to me. Regardless of the outcome, or what either of you think about it, you were pushed to commit such an act because of the premier. Yeah, the guy who quite literally makes this entire region a literal dumpster. I mean, hey, if I'm gonna be honest, the good news is we're not in a cannibal prison. And some of you are like, wait, what do you mean? Hold on. No, this isn't a joke. I actually know a story about this, and I will actually tell you about this. I remember this because this is an actual thing that happened in communism. It happened during Russia's dictatorship, but Russia's communist dictatorship under Stalin. Yeah, Joseph Stalin. Hold on, it's been a long while since that one, so hold on, this might take a while for me to find. No. Hold on, I'm gonna pause right here. Yeah, it's called. I found it finally. I'm sorry. It's called Stalin's Cannibal Island, and I watched this. This was an actual event that actually happened. It was because they were trying to cultivate on a dead land, on a patch of land by using prisoners to just be eternal farmers. It did not work. It went horribly wrong, and it led to a lot of people being eaten. Led to barely any food being shipped out. Essentially, Stalin and his crew want to like bury the whole situation. Basically, hide that this even happened because let's be honest, it probably would have made communism look really bad. But good news is it didn't get hidden. Probably because, let's be honest, they're not good at hiding stuff. Because when you commit so many horrific atrocities on a day-to-day basis, it makes it very hard to actually hide a lot of them. Doesn't that prove that something needs to be done about his authoritarian rule? I mean, obviously, because the guy can't handle, criticism or being called mean words. Anybody who can't handle that obviously shouldn't be a leader of anything. That someone needs to stand up to him. I want to know what you think, Conrad, but don't tell me in words. I insist that we do battle, but unlike Fade, I'm no heathen. I'm curious to give you time to prepare beforehand. You can heal your Pokemon at the entrance if you like. See, it's like the devs are quite literally pushing you to join the Blue Static. Actually, actually. But then again, ironically enough, it all comes down to personality. Maybe you like Fade's pushy nature and how he talks about power. How he talks. Me, I don't like it whatsoever because that makes me uncomfortable. Maybe you, ironically enough, want to side with the Warden because you, ironically enough, feel like, hey, maybe if you do so, it might actually help her out in the long run. But ironically enough, I would say that you're just putting a temporary patch on the situation. But that's just me giving all my personal semantics. Ironically enough, I would like if there was like a fourth option. You just pick no one. When you decide to actually create your own rebel group uniting to go up against the as a primer. But ironically enough, I feel like the only way you could achieve that is if you have high positive feelings or ratings with everybody. Like you got everybody loving you. The guards, ours, the blue static, and the ninth deco, like they all like you, and they're all like, "Dang, I hate you, but I like Conrad. He clean." So I think we should all work under him. He actually might have a real solution. Yeah. Or better yet, we could go with the concept of, oh, hold on. What if there's like another ending? Since we have like three endings, you side with the state. You side with the blue static. You side with the ninth deco. You get all three to side with you to take down the premier, or you're just hated by everybody, and that leads to just a destructive ending. Anyway, let's go battle. Yes, wonderful. I just know you'll surpass my expectations. So, shall we? Clink. Well, we know who to send in. Let's go, Joe. Oh, she's going for an item runs. You're doing brilliantly. Mach punch. Curlian, that's Psychic Fairy. Tricky's our best option to deal with that since we don't have any steel type moves. Although ironically enough, I don't like sending Tricky to deal with it. Pickpocket. That's fine. We don't got any Poison Fang. Come on. Toxic. Ugh. What up? Okay. Wait, hold on. How fast is Tricky? 47. 33. 42. I think the smartest option is sending Kyoshi, because there's a chance Curlia doesn't know any fairy type attacks. So what we're gonna do is use a wing attack and a wing attack again. She healed, and I was like, "Oh no, that's not good. We were gonna use that to win." Luxio. Okay, let's switch out with. Ironically enough, we haven't used Jolene a lot. I might put Jolene in the box. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel comfortable using a Riolu or Lucario. Currently, look. I have my emotional, traumatic backstory reasons. Okay. Yes. And then we leech him. This is the power of my bonds. And high levels of dumb luck. Look, like I literally rolled a nat 20 on that crit. Nat 20 on that one. Woo! Yeah. Plus, ironically enough, Joe has ironically enough been cooking for this entire series. Like, let's be honest. And then you die. I factored everything into that. Ooh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go Conrad. Go Conrad. Go Papa Z. Go Papa Z. Ooh, we don't need to switch. We don't need to switch. How intriguing. Ah, special attack rolls? Well then. I'll bet you get a little bit of the mock justice. Oh shoot. Well, okay, it seems like the mock justice wasn't justicing hard enough. Well then, we'll go with a wing attack. Oh shoot. Smoke screen. Bonnet, I need you to smoke screen this man. Bonnet just died. Hijack, I need you to get in there for me real quick. Confuse Ray. Look, I had to put Confuse Ray up. Okay. I need you to Thundershock. Seems I'm back to a corner. Yes. Hijack, yes! Oh, sweet lord, that was close, man. Congratulations. Oh, sweet lord. Thank goodness we have Hijack on the team. Just as I thought. Your victory against Fade and Merrick were no flukes. Sure. Every time I fight in this game, every time I fight in every Pokemon game that has, and that's hard, I always feel like it's a fluke. Here's your reward. Oh, an upgrade. Yes, I'm certain that I want us to be allies. Okay, so Connor 1, we all saw that coming. Real concern here is still you, Rhett. Because we don't know what your motive is. Because it's easy for you to stand there acting all mysterious when you know everything about us. But I went on to what you did. What did you do so wrong that you ended up the boss of a prison syndicate? Yeah, I suppose we are to be on good terms. We should both be open with each other. Yeah, Faye didn't tell me anything about what he did. I mean, you could say that's one because it hasn't been written yet, but on the other hand, it's probably because it was really bad. The list of what I've done is a lengthy one. Like the others in Blue Static, I was a rebel before my incarceration. I specialize in identity theft and fraud. I use my technical skills to forge passports to get people out of Ardus. Given that no one may freely travel in or out the region without express permit. What the hell? So this really is just like a communist dictatorship. It's like a Papers, Please, with Aristotska. But I never played Papers, Please. I watched Jacksepticeye play it. Not like the Cub Scouts play, but I quickly became wanted criminal. I committed many sins in pursuit of others' freedoms. I stole, I deceived, I hurt people in the name of justice. It took a while for the state to catch up to me, but ultimately they did. Conrad, I would like to propose something to you, a beneficial agreement, if you will. Please let me in the control room to the left of us when you're able. I'm confident you'll be interested in what I have to offer. What the hell is that about? Are you really thinking of hearing her out? I mean, I commend her for fighting against the state, but I'm surprised she's not telling us the whole truth. Oh, probably she's not. Or whatever you do, just be careful. Red talks pretty, but she's still a criminal. I'll wait out here in case you need backup. Oh, that's thanks, Juno. But he is right. Ironically enough, Juno is right. I was actually getting swept under the beat of Rhett's drum. Again, for all I know, Rhett might be hiding information. I mean, she told me more than Faye did. But that's the thing. She told me. She probably gave me a mixture of truth and lies. And that's the problem. Especially when you're dealing with a game where you can't look at the game that is using, well, GBA sprites. Which ironically enough makes it even more difficult to tell if someone's telling the truth. And plus, my voice acting, I'm just saying what a character is saying. I can't really get a proper inflection to tell you whether or not someone's telling the truth or not. Alright, I'm here. What I'm about to ask you is a big commitment, but believe me, it'll pay off in the long run. I asked my people to slow down anyone trying to enter the workshop because I had a lot of setting up to do. Fortunately, I'm not finished, and I won't have much longer to get everything set up. I'm going to hack into the prison's security system. Done what I can to minimize detection by spoofing my ID. However, this security system presses every 30 seconds. Once I step past the firewall, I'll have half a minute before their technicians notice something's up. Conrad, I need you to buy me time. You're good with Pokemon, you've proven that much to me, so when the guards come flying into the workshop, I need you to battle them. naturally, I'm not asking you to do this for free. If I get what I need done, I'll make sure or, or sure to it that you reap the rewards. What am I doing, you ask? Yeah, I want to know because you're asking a lot out of me. Afraid I can't all I can say is that I'm hacking so you that's something and wait, something. Fine. Fine. I'll help. Someone's gonna be like, wait, Connor, I thought you said to not trust people. I know what I said. I know what I said. My Conrad senses are telling me something. We gotta do it. Plus, the trial is all about obedience. So, technically, I'm being obedient by listening to people's orders and demands. Wink, wink, nudge, 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 using the state's own words against them. I'll go ahead and bypass the firewall. By the time you return to the workshop, there'll likely be guards investigating. Do what you must to solve them. I'll be done before you know it. And Conrad, thank you. Conrad gets a reputation with Blue Static. And he lost reputation from the ninth Echo and the state. I've lost I'm losing her. I guess oh no, that's and I just saved over myself also. Attention, North Spire staff! The security breach has been detected in the workshop. All available correction officers. Oh shoot. Decided to help rep mean the state guards will be after you. Prepare yourself. Ah, dang it. Well, we all know what to do here. I'm leaving you guys off with this. Ooh, I like that. I like that beat. Persona? I'm guessing Persona. But anyway, I'm gonna have to sadly end the episode here. Why? It's literally 10:30 as the time of this recording, and yeah, I kind of need to go do some things real quick. Hey, don't worry, I'll be back to record the next episode. So, till next time, guys, you know the drill by now. Please sure to like, subscribe, and you should notify any and all future uploads. Without further ado, this is your lovely host, Papa C, signing off. Ciao.